I love hearing that. Welcome, everyone, to the Terry Bogard Primer, as I'm calling it, which is a prologue to the Fatal Fury Retrospective, which I'm working on still, and probably won't be done until the end of the year. But, with Terry Bogard and Smash Brothers now, well, as of this recording, he won't be out for another month, but as of this recording, to give you guys an idea of, well, to give the handful of you, or I'm sure most of you who don't know who Terry Bogard is, this is a primer. This isn't the retrospective. That's gonna be more in depth, but this is basically just me playing through all of the mainline Fatal Fury games as Terry, taking you through his story. You know what I'm saying? Giving you an idea of who this character is. He's not Pokemon Trainer. Shut up. Let's journey through the story of Fatal Fury 1, aka the King of Fighters. Look at that, that's the subtitle. What do you know? I always loved Neo Geo's like how to play instruction things at the beginning of their games. I thought it was dope. We're playing as Terry. Terry's a street fighter from, well, not street fighter, but you know what I mean. He's a fighting man from the streets of Southtown, which is basically Florida. So it's like a mixture of Florida and New York. I can't backdash in this game. Anyway, Terry and his younger brother Andy were mild-mannered kids, but they were the adopted sons of a martial arts master named Jeff. A very intimidating name, right? Jeff Bogart was a martial arts master, and I'm probably going to correct this in editing, but Jeff was a martial arts guy, and hit one of his, I wouldn't say colleagues, I guess, but like one of his associates was another man by the name of Geese Howard, who is also a mobster, who later became the Dawn of Southtown, and I just lost to Michael Max, who's just Balrog / Mike Tyson. Anyway, I'm gonna avenge myself real quick. Gonna get a run back. Anyway, as for Geese, Jeff knew this technique. At least I believe this is the truth. Jeff knew this technique that he refused to show Geese, because Geese is kind of like a kind of an asshole. He's not a good guy. Let's put it that way. I mean, he is a mobster of Southtown after all. He's the Dawn of Southtown, I should say. Jeff refused to show it to him, so Geese challenged him to a fight. And if Geese won the fight, Jeff would have to show him the technique. However, Geese, being who he is, murdered Jeff and took the scroll for himself anyway. When that happened, Terry and Andy were watching, so they basically watched their father die. So now Terry grew up on the hard streets of Southtown, became a street fighter, not TM, became a street fighter, and now he entered the King of Fighters tournament, which is normally held in Southtown, at least at this point in the story anyway, to avenge his dad. And his brother Andy, along with his brother Andy, who left for Japan to become a ninja, and their other buddy Joe, who's a Muay Thai master. They all had their own reasons to enter the King of Fighters tournament to face Geese. We're not worried about Andy and Joe, we're worried about Terry. Normally, like, not in this game, but normally every other game, like pretty much after this, Terry's most known for his English when he fights, where he says, "Burn Naku!" and "Power Wave." I mean, it's not really apparent in this game, but it will be in later games. Also, here's a weird trivia fact. This is the only, as far as I know, this is the only Fatal Fury game where all the moves the commands are done differently depending on what region of the world you're playing this game in. Because I know in Japan, the moves are done like normal quarter circle forwards and, you know, normal Street Fighter motions. But in the international version, they're done very strangely. Like, Terry's crack shoot is a charge move in this game. I'm gonna try to do it. But let me talk about one of my favorite characters. My boy Duck King. Who in the dub for the Fatal Fury animated movie, they made him British, which is kind of weird.
I need that. No, master, right now! Huh?
Hi, hipsters, what up? We got us a sweet young ninja babe come all the way from Japan just to give us a show we'll never forget.
But like, I'm not against it. But Duck King, from what I know, he's a dancer, he's a b-boy, he's a rapper. He's basically, you know, he's what Japan would perceive as cool in the 1990s. Cool, American cool in the 90s. And there's Richard Mayer in the background, the guy in the white pants. He's another Fatal Fury character. He's another character that was also in this game, but I'll talk about in a little bit. I like how Duck King just has a Blanca ball. And it's like not even gonna act like it isn't that. I could have easily killed him, but I just messed up. I guess I should talk about the fact that the characters are jumping back and forth in the background like that. One way SNK tried to make their game different enough from Street Fighter was the fact that they had what they called the line system. And the line system was where you basically your characters have the ability to jump in and out of the foreground into the background. In 1991, that was innovative as fuck. It was like no one else was doing that. Whew, I'm glad I beat him. But yeah, like that was their way to set their game apart from Street Fighter. Also, I don't remember his name, but like one of the original programmers who worked on Street Fighter 1 actually worked on this game too, which is kind of crazy. Beast is mad that we're winning. Oh yeah, the bonus game. Well, there's not much to talk about. It's just it's a arm wrestling mash game. We have to mash the attack buttons. It gets harder because you do this 2 more times and it gets harder as the game progresses. But hey, they teach me moves. Yeah, Tung Fu Roo is basically Master Roshi, but like let me actually go into detail. He's actually, I believe he taught Jeff Bogard, which is there you go, Master Roshi. He taught Jeff Bogard martial arts, and he would later go on to teach Terry and Andy at some point. If I'm wrong, I'm sure a lot of you in the comments will correct me, and I'll take that knowledge to the actual retrospective when I actually finish that. I thought Tung Fu Roo was so cool. I still think he's cool, honestly. Damn it. Also, I believe that this game, as opposed to Street Fighter 1, was one of the first fighting games to show like a passage of time in between rounds, which I always thought was pretty rad. What was I talking about earlier? Yeah, I hate the line system so much. But anyway, I I mentioned earlier that one of the original programmers for Street Fighter 1 worked on Fatal Fury 1 as well. And you can tell if you play Street Fighter 1 and then you play this immediately afterwards. Like, in Street Fighter 1, you can only play as the main characters. Even in versus mode, you can only play as the main characters, and throughout arcade mode, you play against the rest of the cast. Very, very similar to this game. We've noticed in this game, you can only play as Terry, Andy, Joe, and you fight against the rest of the characters. Because I remember playing Fatal Fury 1 on the SNES. I think that was my first exposure. My first exposure to this series was the first game on Super Nintendo, and I thought it was so weird that you can only play as the 3 characters in versus mode in single player. And I thought it may have been like a limitation that was only on the that was only in the SNES version. But then later on in life, I would go on to play the arcade version, and yeah, it's the same. I mean, I guess it's slightly innovative, but at the same time, it's just really weird and kind of frustrating that you can't play as the rest of the cast. But it didn't help that I played Street Fighter 2 before this. I played Street Fighter 2 and then Fatal Fury 1. That's kind of a weird, like, timeline for me. It's funny, I practiced this game the other night just for this specific video, and I'm getting my ass kicked now. I was doing great when I was doing the practice run, but... Yes! Oh... You can finally move on with your life, Terry. You think you beat me? Go home! Hey, get the information from him, says Geese. Richard Meyer actually has, I think, he kind of has a historical place in fighting games. I think he's the first capoeira fighter in any fighting game. Yes, long before Eddie Gordo, there was Richard Meyer. And his stage is the Pow Pow Cafe, which is kind of a staple of Fatal Fury and KOF, honestly. Because it's in the Pow Pow Cafe stage, I think, is in almost every game, every Fatal Fury. It's in a handful of KOF games. And not only does he fight here, I believe he's the owner of the cafe as well. I'll take it. Not a clean win, but like I said, I'll take it. And, see, there's another thing that I was going to bring up, that, Fatal Fury and King of Fighters have 2 different continuities. In the King of Fighters continuity, the character King from Art of Fighting, for those that don't know, that King is the girl who's in the, tuxedo, and she's like a bartender. She initially works as a bartender for Richard. Well, technically she was a... What am I talking about, King? King was technically a bodyguard for Mr. Big, who was the boss of Art of Fighting 2. And then later she becomes a bartender for the Pow Pow Cafe after Mr. Big gets arrested. Then... in King of Fighters continuity, that King and Richard Meyer fight each other. Like, hold on. Terry Bogard? I didn't know Bogard had a son. He just figured it out.
Ready, go.
No, no, no. I can do it. I can do it. Wait, we got it. Yeah. But yeah, in King of Fighters continuity, got the crack shoot. In King of Fighters continuity, basically what I'm trying to say is King becomes the owner of the Pow Pow Cafe in KOF continuity, not in the main continuity. But anyway, let's talk about Hwajai, who is Joe Higashi, the guy you saw earlier, the Muay Thai guy that everybody knows about. That's just one of his homies who's also a really good Muay Thai fighter, and he gets the The stronger he gets, he gets the... Bleh, can't talk. The more drunk he gets, the stronger he gets, which is pretty much what you probably would have guessed since you notice him, like, grab a bottle out of the crowd. He turns red and he starts moving faster. Just want moves. Moves, please. And he's invincible when he's holding that, by the way. Love invincibility frames. Fuck. You'll notice in the background of his stage, one of the buildings says Real Bout Shop, and the Real Bout will become the subtitles of some of the later games. I'm glad that stopped it. I'm glad Power Wave stopped his like charging knee moves, which seems to be really, really, really good. Especially when he's crunk. When he's off the juice. That sucks. You can't even stop that from happening. Woo! Who will fight against it? This text moves so fast. I can't keep up. Geese is mad still. That's all you need to know. This is Raiden, the game's resident grappler. Judging by his appearance, you probably... Oh, holy shit. What I was going to say was, by his appearance, you can tell that he's based off the wrestler Vader. And, well, I guess it's not really much of a spoiler, but in the next game, Fatal Fury 2, he becomes he's a face, aka a good guy in this game, but in Fatal Fury 2, he becomes a heel, aka a bad guy wrestler, as Big Bear, and he just kicked the shit out of me just now. I blinked and the match was over. A lot of newer SNK fans probably may know of Raiden from CVS 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2. He's definitely in that game, doing what he does best, grabbing people. I like how I'm having such an easier time against all these guys when Tongue was just literally just owning me for the past like 40 minutes. It wasn't 40 minutes, but it was a long time. Go home, Raiden. I'll never forgive you for you shit. I'll beat you like your father 10 years ago. Oh snap. This is the third and final time you do this bonus stage, and I've never beaten it the third time. I get the first 2 times, but I never beat it the 3rd time. So let's see if I can change that today. Come on. I either lose or I run out of time. I've never beaten it. Wait, wait. Oh, God. I hate mashing. Mashing hurts. Mashing hurts, mashing hurts, mashing hurts. I hate this. No, I'm not gonna get it. Fuck. That's such a weird recording. Oh, God. For my entire life, I called this character Billy Kane. But if I had remembered Fatal Fury 1, I would have known that his name is pronounced, his last name is pronounced Khan. But Billy Kane, I'm calling him Billy Kane anyway. Billy Kane is Geese's right-hand man. That's his top boy. And the game's resident sub-boss. You can interact with the backgrounds, and by interact I mean I can get kicked into them. Oh, fuck. That's that same laugh. That's the Wajai laugh.
Terry Bogard versus Billy Khan. Round 1.
It's working. Oh, it's cheap, but I'm doing it. Burn knuckle for the win. Oh. Billy Kane doesn't have his trademark theme song yet either. He has a specific theme song that he will get in like pretty much like every game after Fatal Fury 2 he'll get that song. I'll play it in a little bit, but damn. You'll know it when you hear it. Oh, he called me a wimp. I don't like that. How much you guys want to bet I'm going to beat Geese on the first try? I think I can do it. Come on, get your stick. I just need to do that again. Just do the same thing again. Just burn your knuckles all day. Oh shit. I never noticed the guy who actually throws it to him. I never saw that before until now. Yeah! We did it! We won the tournament! Yeah! We won the King of Fighters! Ladies. I'm the champion. The battle was so long and so hard. Phrasing. Dude, Geese is calling you. Oh, what? What? Oh, it's time. Geese would not say holy cow, would he? Stupid boy, how about a man to fight to the death? Well, oh god, I read that wrong. Doesn't matter. The fated battle is now. Look how good Repuken is. He lives up to his reputation. Geese is literally a gangster. Damn. If I can just get the burning knuckles off. I was dizzy. Definitely not beating on the first try. Oh! I will smash you like a small fly as I did your father. Smash this. I can't get the motions correct. This is so strict in Fatal Fury 1. Damn it. I just need to get burn knuckle consistently because it's so hard to do in Fatal Fury 1. It's so strict. Just do it again. All I need to do is do it again. I didn't even hit him. I did. As soon as I got dizzy, I knew it was over. Now you kicked in the face. It's over. Like I said, as long as I can just get burning knuckles out consistently, I can beat him. That's how you beat him. Geese never blocks burning knuckle for whatever reason. Oh, it's over. That's game, baby. Fuck out of here, Geese. Yeah. About to kick you to Tekken. October 1st, 1919. Geese Howard dies shit. Basically, he's pronounced dead in the heaviest of quotations. That's Fatal Fury 1. Terry avenged his father's death. Or did he? You know damn well he didn't. Yeah, this is Fatal Fury 1. I'll catch you guys in the next episode where we play Fatal Fury 2. Geese disappeared. His body's not in the hospital anymore, but a new threat is here. And he's cool and he wears gold armor. I'll see you guys then.
You didn't.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Hit the music! Shake your tail feathers for the Duck King, baby! Huh?